Episode 17 of Dragon Ball Daima is here, and I wasn't really expecting the final battle to begin just yet, but it looks like we're there. So we pick up from where the last episode ended with the confrontation between Goku and his group and Dr. Aransu and the Majin brothers. Shin greets his sister and they have a small conversation about how she too wants to become the Supreme Demon King, just like their brother Degasu did. Though it seems like her motivation may be just pure chaos. She finds the idea of a peaceful demon realm to be disgusting. She wants there to be violence. She wants there to be fighting. I'm not sure exactly what all of her scientific research that she's supposedly into is all about, but it looks like, based on this explanation, that maybe she just really wants to see who the strongest fighters are. Maybe she and the Majin brothers are just the canon versions of Mira and Toa from the various Dragon Ball games. Then she challenges the group with a gamble. She'll put her Dragon Ball on the line against their two in a winner-take-all one-on-one fight between representatives of each group. And when it gets pointed out that that's not fair because they have two Dragon Balls and she only has one, she says she'll destroy the other Dragon Ball if they don't agree to the terms. I guess that's one way to get what you want when you don't have as many people on your side and you're down one valuable magical artifact. Now Majin Duu does step up and offer to fight on their team's side, but Aransu points out that it's Duu who is the stronger of the two and she wants him to fight instead. For the other team, Goku and Vegeta are squabbling over whose turn it is to fight. I was a bit disappointed that Piccolo wasn't trying to get in on the fighting too, but he's probably going to be much more focused on accomplishing their mission of getting the Dragon Balls and getting Dende and everybody else back to their own world, so he knows that Goku and Vegeta are the best bets to get the job done. And after we saw Vegeta bust out Super Saiyan 3 completely out of the blue, it's probably safe to say that those two guys are about as equal in strength as you can probably get right now. Bulma jumps in and answers the question for everyone, saying that because Vegeta got the last fight, it's Goku's turn. And now the stage is set for Majin Duu versus Goku. Now the fight we get between these two doesn't last very long, but what we do get out of it is pretty dang good. I'm kind of disappointed that they didn't let the fight play out a little bit more, but considering that we weren't going to get a conclusive ending to this fight anyway, it's probably a good idea that they cut it off where they did. And cut it off they did, because here comes Gomah, now super jacked and wielding the full power of his evil third eye. He's feeling pretty confident right now, and he even sets up his own magical arena to take on everybody. And when I say everybody, I mean everybody. What's interesting here is Goku's reaction to Gomah's arrival. Instead of looking at this as another chance to improve himself, he suggests that their entire group rush Gomah instead. Usually for the characters in Dragon Ball, one-on-one fights are their preferred method of combat because, again, they're all martial artists. They want to see just how good they can push themselves in a fight. It's very rare for any of them to suggest that a group attack on an enemy is the best strategy. Probably the most well-known moment of something like this happening in Dragon Ball's history was in the original Broly film, where Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Trunks, and Piccolo all tried to gang up against the legendary Super Saiyan. And here against Gomah, we see similar results to that battle, where Gomah is just beating everybody around like they're nothing. At first, it's Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, Shin, and Glorio rushing in to fight, but Bulma realizes that Aransu has a couple of strong minions as well, and pleads with her to send them into battle. Aransu does hesitate for just a second to contemplate their situation, but she ultimately agrees with Bulma and sends Ku and Duu in to join Goku and the others. King Cotton, Ponzi, and the rest of the group do decide to go up and watch the fight from the side of the ring, but Neva stays back and decides to tell the Tamagami to join in on the action too. It's actually a pretty funny scene where Neva just keeps winking at the Tamagami, trying to give him the hint to go join the fight, and the Tamagami's just not getting it at first, and then eventually he does, and he's like, yes sir! I was wondering if the Tamagami could even take part in battles that weren't, direct challenges for the Dragon Ball like this, but it looks like, just like Neva has pulled so many other tricks out of his hat, yeah, they can just go fight if they are sent to do it. So now it's Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, Shin, Glorio, Majin Duu, Majin Duu, and Tamagami number 1 all trying to take down Gomah together. And it's not working. Now, the Goku vs. Majin Duu fight was very well animated, but this here just takes it up to a whole nother level. Now it's turned into a major spectacle as Gomah just keeps swatting everybody around like flies. He's not sweating a bit. Although there is a brief moment where Gomah gets a little bit frustrated that all the fighting is breaking up this arena that he's built. So yeah, there's still a little bit of wackiness to him. But then we get towards the end of the episode where Goku is trapped in some kind of magical restraint, and it looks like Gomah's about to deliver the final blow. This is where we see Goku transform into Super Saiyan 3 for the first time in this series, saying that he had no choice but to do it. And that is where the episode ends, with Super Saiyan 3 Goku staring down the evil King Gomah. And the next episode preview shows us that that is indeed the fight we're about to get. Overall, I liked this episode a lot. The fight between Majin Duu and Goku was short but sweet, and the big battle against Gomah is a lot of fun to watch. And the big team-up moment, where we see the Majin brothers join up with Goku, and even the Tamagami getting into the fight as well, that is a lot of really fun stuff. And I said in a previous video that the Majin brothers just don't feel like villains in this show, so I was very happy to see them join up along with Goku to try to take Gomah down. And then even the Tamagami got involved too, so he's not just standing around doing nothing. This is a lot of really good stuff, and it's very exciting as we get very close to the end of the series. I'm really curious now as to what's going to happen, because I wasn't expecting a Gomah showdown until maybe episode 18 or 19, because he's kind of presented as the main antagonist. I feel like there's going to be a major twist in these last few episodes. Somehow Gomah is not going to be the true final antagonist, and maybe Glorio is going to have something to do with that, because remember, these guys still don't know that he was hired by Aransu to go along with them. And at some point, somebody's gonna have to summon the dragon. There's no reason to introduce a whole new set of Dragon Balls if somebody's not gonna make a wish. What do you guys think? Did you enjoy this episode? Would you have liked to have seen Goku fight Majin Duu a little bit longer? What about this big group battle against Gomah? Do you like that they switched things up on us a little bit this time? Thanks for watching this video, I really appreciate it. If you want to support my channel, then hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Now, I'm going to take this moment of Goku going Super Saiyan 3 to say yet again that his version of the form looks better than Vegeta's, and I don't care who disagrees with me. I'm right, and you're wrong.